Good afternoon, Gung Ho Moto here, and I am on my way to the dealership to pick up some parts. But first, I gotta decide which bike I'm going to ride today. And you guessed wrong, I'm taking this bad boy. No, I was just messing. So I decided to take the Triumph today because I don't know. I could take the R6, but I mean that's just, it's like too showy. Like I don't like. I'm just kidding. Like those bikes are mine. This is the only bike I own, and I can't even afford this one. Like I said, I'm on my way to the dealer to get a new part. I had to replace this part. Which part, you may ask? It was this guy, my kickstand spring, because this happened. When I was filming that one video with the abandoned warehouse pickle factory, I rode over this fence and I got snagged up in it, and then you see me pick it up and I'm like, God damn it. So I had to go use a makeshift Lowe's piece of shit spring that barely hangs on there for right now, which is actually why I have this shoestring on here. And in case that spring is to fail, I can just tie it up real quick and then it won't fall, because it has that stupid kickstand sensor that if it falls down, it kills the bike. I don't like that. I mean, if you need a sensor to tell you that your kickstand is down, then you suck. You suck! So, I'm not a moto vlogger that likes to ramble and just talk about himself all the time, but if you're watching this and you're cool enough to leave a comment about what you would do in this situation, then that would be sweet. So it all started back when I came up to my bike and I cranked it down to first gear and it just cut off. So I found out that the kickstand sensor was bad. Had to tow it there. Like, I loaded it into this trailer and then I drove it because I couldn't, obviously ride it there. So I'll bring it there, and they tell me, all right, cool. We found out what's wrong with it. It's this sensor, which I already knew, but they had to wait parts, and they had to order parts all the way from the UK for them to get there. So the parts finally get there, and they tell me that there's an issue inside the transmission about some other blah blah blah. So it took like a week longer than they said it was going to the first time, and then I get the call, hey, your bike is totally good to go. Come and get it. I call them and say, hey, I'm on my way. You guys are an hour away. I will be there. I drive all the way there to pick up this bike in my buddy's trailer. And when I get there, he's like, oh, bro, I'm sorry. It's not ready yet. I was like, bro, are you serious? And he's like, yeah, I'm sorry. Like, I'm like, well, man, first of all, it's already 2 weeks later than you said it was going to be, and now this time I drove an hour out of my way, borrowing my friend's trailer to get here, and you said it's not ready, even when you said it was ready. He's like, I know, what can I do to make it right? And I was like, I don't know. Well, first of all, it's a pain in the ass to borrow this guy's trailer every time. Can you guys deliver to me? He said, no problem. So it comes time for him saying, all right, the bike is ready, 100%. It's ready for us to deliver to you, but I can't deliver until tomorrow. I said, all right, scratch that. I'll just come right now. My buddy will drop me off, and I'll ride it back. I told him, I don't mind. I'll ride it back. But can you guys compensate anything for the fact that I drove an hour there for nothing? And I was like, can I get one of those T-shirts or something on the wall? And he's like, yeah, no problem. Go pick one out. That was cool. He gave me a Triumph hoodie, and which is pretty sweet. I got it was like a $60 hoodie, but it was on sale, and I got it. Awesome. But the part that is not awesome is the second half of the story about this kickstand spring, the one I just showed you, the one that's in my back pocket right now. But this guy, I called him up and told him exactly what happened. I rode my bike over a chain link fence that had fallen, and my bike got snagged on this chain link fence, yanked the kickstand spring out, and I need a new one. He said, no problem, I'm gonna order one right now. It'll probably be here in a week. I'll call you when it comes in. A week plus a day goes by. Hey, is that kickstand spring in yet? And he goes, oh bro, I'm so sorry, man, I forgot to order it. And then I'm like, are you serious, man? Like, I wasted a week because you said it was gonna be there, and I could have had this thing by now, but you forgot to order it. He's like, well, what do you want me to do about it, man? I was like, I don't know, just order it now and I'll get it eventually, Jesus. So the question for the comments is, if you guys are cool enough, is what should I have done, or what would you have done about this situation? Because, you know, it's not the first time that this has happened to me. Other than that, the dealership has been sweet with this bike. You know, it's not a Triumph dealer, it's a Yamaha dealer, but they just have like 3 Triumphs every once in a while. So what should I have done, or what would you have done? So, I got my spring on. They did it for free, even though the part itself was like $7 or something, but whatever. I got it in there now, because before that I just had some piece of crap Lowe's spring that did not do the job at all. So I'm glad I got the right Triumph part on there. So, now I'm off. Well, this is a rather lame adventure, but that's all I got for you today. Gung Ho Moto, out.